love it when our next guest comes by our show. You guys will all remember him from his days on Party of Five. Now he's playing the father of probably the most favorite childhood detective in history. Take a look.
Karen was totally out of line calling you. I didn't ask for a lawyer.
How about a father? You're still living under my roof.
That's more than I can say for you.
I've just been buried at work.
Poor word choice, given recent events.
Hey, you know how much I treasured your mom, but that doesn't mean now that she's gone, I don't have to attend to everything I neglected.
Does that include your daughter?
Nancy, at least let me drive you home. That went well.
Do you remember reading Nancy Drew? When you were
I do. I read some Nancy Drew. I read a lot of Hardy Boys.
Hardy Boys.
Yes.
I remember having a crush on the Hardy Boys
Yes.
when I was a kid.
Yeah. I love the Hardy Boys show.
Parker Stevenson?
Right?
Hello?
Yeah, I might have been a Hardy Boy
Sean
for Halloween
Cassidy?
at some point. Sean
Yeah,
Cassidy?
yeah.
Yeah. So, and I mean, the books are almost 100 years old.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. They were written in the 30s.
It's insane.
And the books have been like an indelible part of our culture forever. And there've been...
And this reboot is huge. You're on every billboard, every bus, every commercial break.
Yeah, and it's been great because Kennedy McMahon, who plays Nancy Drew, who is just, her playing Nancy Drew is one of these incredible cosmic things where the exact right person comes along at the exact right time to play a character. It's like doing a show with actual Nancy Drew. It's like she's that right for it. But walking through this city where she actually lived before she was cast and seeing her face posted on
Oh my God,
billboards
that must
and
be
buses,
so incredible.
it's intense and amazing. And
She
yeah, it's
stepped
really cool.
inside her own, like, dream life.
She totally did. Yeah, and she grew up, you know, pretending to be Nancy Drew, is like a super fan. And the show's being created by a bunch of super fans of Nancy Drew. So for fans of the books, there's little Easter eggs and calls out to names of things and places.
But it's still updated and modern. 'Cause
Way
the commercials
updated.
are like, wow, is that Nancy Drew?
Yes, it is not your Nana's Nancy Drew. It is being told very much in a 2019 way. Nancy is, and Carson, the father who I play, and all these characters, it was a much more innocent, idyllic time when the books were written. Characters are just much more fully rounded, complicated.
It's a lot edgier.
It's a lot edgier, and all of the little bits and pieces where Nancy might have felt something or thought she heard something and it turned out to just be like an old guy with a mop. Well, now it's like a super scary ghost, like a real supernatural entity now.
It's not some old man in the corner going, woo!
It's not. It's not. And it makes sense because Nancy has always been kind of tapped into these kinds of energies. And now the energies have gotten really spooky. And so, yeah, so they've updated it and they're letting the supernatural flag fly. And, but all of this spooky stuff is also rooted in these characters and this story and the mythology of where they've all come from. I haven't been this excited about a new show in a long time. And like you said, they're being incredibly supportive of it. And
yeah, they like guns a-blazing on this one.
Yeah, which is really great, yes.